Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm here under my tree again for another video this morning. I just had a really lovely meditation. Just feeling really peaceful. And today I wanted to talk about something that was really alive for me yesterday, which is when we start channeling a lot of energy, things can start to feel sort of ungrounded, or we can feel, it can kind of start to be a little bit unsettling. And I wanted to talk about the reason why. And it may be obvious to some of you guys, but to others of you who are kind of newer to this, or who are just starting to give your gifts and are just starting to kind of wake up to more light, or maybe your Kundalini has just activated and you're starting to realize gifts that, these kind of psychic gifts you have, or creative gifts you have. And discovering these gifts can be so exciting, but sometimes as we discover those gifts, we start to feel kind of maybe even a little manic or a little ungrounded, and because there's so much more light coursing through us. And I just wanted to give a brief explanation as to why that is. And really what it is you're pulling down, I don't know if pulling down is the right word, but you're activating, or a lot more of this higher frequency energy and light is either waking up within you or descending down into you from the heavens. And so this light, what it's going to do, it's going to sort of start a fire in your body. It's a purifying fire. So, anything of, lower vibration, or any kind of shadow or darkness that's been kind of hiding in your body, or any trauma that you've stored in your body, this light that's descending into you and waking up within you, it's going to literally light all of that stuff on fire. And so this is a really beautiful thing. It's a cleansing type of process, but it can feel really kind of, you might start to feel kind of like, oh my, what's going on? You might feel just all this, restlessness. You might, like I say, you might feel kind of manic. You might feel like a little bit like, oh my gosh, there's so much energy in my body. I don't know what to do with this. And that's because really heaven is literally meeting hell. That's another kind of metaphor for it. Like, these higher frequencies are meeting lower frequencies. And by hell, I just mean your ancestral trauma, the stuff, the pain you've been storing in your body for a long time. It could even be collective stuff. And so that meeting, that kind of experience of heaven meeting hell in your body can be super like uncomfortable at times, and can be super like, oh my God, I'm just gonna freak out. Like, I don't know what the hell to do. And I just wanted to say, like, this is normal, and it's a really good thing, because like I say, you're literally, when you start showing up and giving your gifts, you start being transformed at a very accelerated rate. Because like I said, you're really becoming this vessel for so much more light, and this light wants to clear you out and empty you out of the darkness of anything that's kind of been weighing you down, these denser, lower vibrating energies, you could say. So it's a beautiful thing, but when we're going through this emptying out process, like I said, it can feel really ungrounding. So the real kind of key to move through this that I've learned is to find time for rest, to find time to, like, the spirit, your spirit guides, your higher self, the divine will guide you into how to work with this new energy. Because what you really want to be able to do is create this spaciousness in your body to be able to hold this new energy and anchor it. You want to have all this new energy moving through you while remaining grounded. So there's a lot of really beautiful energy practices you can do, and just kind of find one that works with you, that helps you create the space and that helps you stay grounded. Like yoga, Tai Chi, Qigong, I believe is how you say it. There's more. Maybe going to see someone with Reiki or just body work. Maybe you like more of HIIT exercise and like aerobics, or maybe even lifting weights, whatever. Really what it comes down to is you want to work with the body. The body is going through a lot. When you start showing up and giving your gifts, and maybe the Kundalini activates, or you're starting to feel a lot more light descending into you from above, it's a lot for the body to go through, because like I said, you're literally transforming at this new and accelerated rate. So like evolution is occurring within you very fast, and so this is all happening on the level of the body as well, not just our subtle energy bodies and outward. It's happening in the body, in your cells, in your organs, right? So whatever you can do to support the body is going to help you stay a lot more grounded through this process. I know yesterday I was getting in this really channeled state. I had a couple of videos come through, and I did quite a bit of writing. And I was starting to feel like, holy shit, I'm starting to feel a bit ungrounded. I'm starting to feel a bit like, what's going on here? Like, I could feel the fire in my body. I could feel all of this light starting this huge fire, and I could feel it lighting up a bunch of unconscious energy. And when there's a fire in our body lighting up a lot of unconscious energy, it can be, like I said, super unsettling and super like, I felt in my own body, it's like, I got to find a way to move this. I got to find a way to support this process that's happening in my body, this evolutionary process. So I went to this yoga studio, and it wasn't my favorite yoga studio. I don't know why a lot of yoga studios feel like they need to blast music like it's like a rock concert. I mean, that's whatever. That's my pet peeve. Yoga is a sacred thing to me, so I typically like to do it in silence, but it seems a lot of these yoga studios around, they like to make it into some kind of jazzercise thing, which is fine. I'm sure it works really well for a lot of people. But anyways, it was still nice to go into this yoga studio. It was heated, and I just really sweat, and at least I got a good workout. I feel like this energy, when we're starting to really activate a lot of light, or it's descending into us, I like more of a sacred energy practice to kind of move this energy, because it can be really subtle. But sometimes it is good to get in there and get a good aerobic workout and sweat a bunch, and that can be helpful too. And it did help yesterday, as much as my nervous system in a subtle way didn't appreciate the blaring music. It was still nice just to be, in the container with a lot of other people, and just a place where this energy could kind of move through and be supported with just movement. That's a big thing you'll notice, is when you have a lot of these uncomfortable sensations happening, when you are being more activated, just a lot of authentic movement exercises can help. And you'll find the one that really works for you. And that's, that's really the key is, at least I went to the yoga studio, right? A lot of this is trial and error. Like, okay, what best supports you as you're starting to channel a lot more light? What helps you stay grounded? What helps you stay centered? Because this light is really intense and it's powerful, and it can feel very, like I keep saying, very ungrounding and uncomfortable, because it is bringing up so much unconscious content within us. So yeah, whatever practice helps you digest this unconscious content and helps you really anchor in this newer, more high vibrating light is what I recommend you starting to find, and that will help you so much on this process of becoming a channeler and a divine conduit, whether that's through speaking, writing, art, music, cooking, whatever your thing is. There's so many of them, right? So many modalities to bring light through, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be spiritual. It probably will be, but it doesn't have to be. So yeah, that's the video this morning. I hope you're all doing so well. If this content resonates with you, I want to say that donations really help support me to be able to keep serving you. So I'll put a donation link below. If that feels inspired to you, I would love to receive your support in that way. Other than that, I'm just so grateful to have you all here walking this path with me. And it's just a real honor to serve you in whatever way I can. So I'm sending you all so much love, and I will see you in the next video. Namaste.